Hey everybody! I know I set this up and went and done something and come back because we had a customer pop in and I had to help her, but I thought, well, that's good. That'll be sending out those notifications, and she sent them out. So maybe y'all guys would be able to get in here and not be coming in later going, I didn't get the notification. So anyway, it's so good to see you all today. Look at you. Let me get in there and see the, oh yeah, I can see all the way to the back room. Y'all guys look awesome. Did you do your hair up pretty? I know, I'm crazy, right? I love y'all guys. I'm so glad y'all come to visit me today. And we're here at the soap room. I'm fixing to pick you up. Just hold on. Look at that, and you thought you were heavy. So I wanted to tell y'all about Soaper's Choice. Soaper's Choice is absolutely a wonderful company. I love them. I harass the gentleman that runs the place a couple of times a year, and I pick his brain for new information. And so I've got to talking to the guy every now and then. You know, I had a knife I could have swore lay in here. Oh, there it is. And so, as you know, I have, oh, yep, that's good. I have received a whole wonderful, glorious box of colorants from my new color supplier of these. And we went through these yesterday, one at a time in one of our videos. So if you go back to yesterday's video, I always worry that I'm mispronouncing her name. And I know I'm doing it. I know I have to be. And I think it's Tawny or something very similar. Maybe it's Tondra. I get lost, okay? Sometimes she'll say her name just because she knows that people have a hard time, you know, getting it right off the bat. Yes. Tawra. I love her to death. She's so sweet. She's living on a dime and how to make soap on YouTube. And she's working on a cosmetic, she's working on a soaping and home production, you might say, supply website. So she's beginning to become a household name amongst soapers as we try out her products and order from her and as she grows. And one of the first things that agitated her is that she would buy a colorant and it wouldn't tell her on the website that it was going to cause a problem with this kind of soap or that kind of soap or whatever. And so she now can tell you and recommend to you which color for certain things. And she also makes sure that she doesn't sell colors that I think causes problems in cold processed soap. Hot processed soap is pretty tough. But anyway, so we're going to be doing all kinds of fun things with these colorants. We're going to have fun, do lots of yummy videos. I can't wait, and I'm going to be utilizing them in class. We're going to have so much fun. And then we worked this out, okay? We worked this out. I can't show it to you yet. I know you can kill me, right? Like, but I've got to get it all. I've got to get it set up so that if you want one, you can get one too, right? Right? And right now it's not set up that way. So I just got off the phone with the author of that, and he is going to. We've got it all situated, and so now it's in my ballpark. And I've got to do what I've got to do to make it happen. So next week, it's going to happen. I'm so excited. Okay, all right. So now for the big buildup. Okay, we've got Polysorbate 80. What are we going to do with that? We're going to make bath bombs. But you know what? I wonder, it says it's an emulsifier. I don't know. I've never used a liquid emulsifier. I don't know what this emulsifies. I don't know what this does. I got to find this out. And look, wouldn't you know, right where we're supposed to have a detailed label that tells us what to do with this, it's blank. Anyway, but so I've got to search about it, but I know that it's needed to keep my bathtubs from having color rings when we're doing bath bombs. So, but what's so wonderful about this is already in this box, okay? On their shelf. They know exactly how much it costs to ship this. And so when you order this, nobody has to package it or prepare your order. Literally, they just pull this box off the shelf. Somebody's created the labels. They stick the label on it and hand it to the FedEx or the UPS man. I see it. I mean, when you order from these people, boom, it shows up at your door overnight. It's awesome. I love it. I mean, maybe not overnight, but I've had it like, I put this order in Tuesday. Today's Thursday. It's here. It's awesome. So like here's the coconut. This is 50 pounds of coconut. See how I pick it up so easy? No, we've done empty that. But this, I'm going to show it to you. But this is coconut. You want to make your soap affordable? Buy your coconut in bulk. That's how you make your soaping affordable. This, I mean, just think, even as a hobbyist, if you buy this much coconut, I mean, like, you can just make soap for eons and giving it out left and right to people, you know, and perfect your art to the point you're ready to go to the farmer's market on this much freaking coconut, right? And so, this same thing, the coconut's already in the box. It's just sitting on the shelf. They just pull it out, put the label on it. They know when you order, if you order one thing of coconut, they know how much it costs to ship that coconut. Boom, it's in there. So I bought some really heavy stuff today. I bought two of the 50 pound or 50 pound things of coconut, two 50 pound things of lard, and I bought those sorbate. And you know, but we're talking 200 pounds in UPS. That's expensive. And then that little bottle, and what I paid for shipping, in my opinion, it was cheap. It did not reflect 200 pounds. So I really think that you know, they got good contracts with their shipping companies, and I think they do you right. So I'm gonna take you over there and show you the coconut. Do we have that coconut open? Would you get the tool and the knife and the oil and just lay it there, and I'll show them how we do it. Ooh, my ears itching. All right, and then I wanted to show you something else. I really like these. Okay, I bought these from SKS bottles. All right, SKS bottles, and I love these. And I wanted to show them to you in case you might like to try some of these too. They come in cases of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they came in this box, and they were, what you call it, they came safely. Nothing was broken. Look at that. Isn't that a good size 8-ounce bottle? But look. Yeah, for all your household cleaners that you make, but that have, if you ever made household cleaners and used a little bit of essential oils and your pump bottle died, your spray thing died on your mister, that would not, this is designed to cope with some essential oils. So isn't that nifty? But also this would be wonderful for making all kinds of wonderful things that you wanted in glass. And I'm sorry, my fingernails are dirty. I've been up there cleaning up something and I got something under my nails and I didn't notice it. Yeah, isn't that nifty? It's so nifty. I was in the activated charcoal. Okay, all right. So I really love these. I'm gonna. What did we say we were gonna sell these for?
I don't remember. You haven't got me a price yet, I don't think.
Let's put $4.25 on these. All right. She's gonna put them in our. We actually sell these to customers. We have a whole rack, and then if we need them, you know, we get them out for a customer that we're making a blend for. But we put them out there so that customers can buy them and make their own stuff at home, and or whatever. And so these I'm really excited about. These is 12 pieces. They're amber, and it's the 8-ounce Boston Round, and I guess that's M-113R. M-113R might be the product code. 1113R. M is the first letter with a dash. All right. So, I'm taking you on a ride. Hang on, hang on. All right. Oh, you want to see some soap? We have got so much soap. Don't we not? Oh, yeah. You want to just leave that right there for me?
You said that, this, and what?
That, and that knife I was using, I bet I can use it with a knife. All right. Oh, and get the butcher knife that I always use, you know, and I'll show them the tic-tac cut method. There you go. Look at that. That is bar number 22, bar number 2, and oop, hang on. There we go. This is bar number 2, and it is a layer of white soap, then sprinkle activated charcoal, and then a layer of soap, and then we stir it, and then we flip it. And this one here doesn't look as pretty as normal because she's still learning, and she let that get just a little stiff on me. But it still looks really good. We're going to be able to, it'll be first quality. We're not going to worry about that. Here, if you'll notice, this is what it's supposed to look like, but with white soap. It's supposed to have pretty little swirlies of the black stuff, but not quite look like, I don't know. It just looks a little different. It's supposed to look more smoother and swirlier. Hey, yeah? Oh, I don't know. I think around 50 or 60 types of soap. And then this right here is our bar number 33. This has got extra cocoa butter in the super fat. And then we take alkanet root and we put it in a little bitty dish with a ½ ounce of the liquid oil from our super fat, and we mix up a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Wasn't it a 1/4 of a teaspoon? A 1/4 of a teaspoon of alkanet into that, and we just set it aside. And then when we're all done with the soap, the essential oils are in, we've stirred it up, and all we got to do is mold it. We re-stir that and just drizzle it over the top of the crock pot, and then stir it up, but don't stir it to the point that you fully blend it, because we want swirlies. And so this is cocoa butter and lavender, and we use French lavender and regular lavender in this one. This one is our 14 kinds of, 5 kinds of heaven. So this one has oats in it, and then it has actually 6 kinds of oil put in the super fat, all the way from avocado to shea butter, argan oil, all kinds of wonderful, fun oils. We call this sort of a luxury bar, and we really like that one, but it don't have a scent. This is our number 8. This is our oily skin soap. So now this is where you can get your citruses out and you don't strip the hide right off of somebody. Because your oily skinned people want to get rid of some extra oil, because that's why they're called oily skin, because they always running around looking shiny and they feel greasy. They're self-lubricating, you know. Anyway, so this here is a wonderful acne bar. It has tea tree and lemongrass, but it also has some citruses in it because it's for oily skin. And then we use turmeric and paprika to make the pretty color. And I could easily swirl this soap, like do 2 crock pots of it, and do a white bar and a colored, a crock pot with it had white in it that we didn't color, in a crock pot we did, and swirl it together so that it would be prettier. But this soap sells because people have acne and they have oily skin, not because it's a pretty soap. This is a utilitarian soap that is made for a purpose. This is the kind of soap that you buy because you have to have it, because if you don't, your acne is going to go crazy and you have oily skin, and this works it off naturally. So, you know, this is pretty. This is pretty. But I could sell this bar of soap with no colorant, no activated charcoal, nothing in it, because it does a job. this one because it does a job. But the activated charcoal is part of that job. It's part of the utilitarianness of this soap. This one is just for fun. It's lavender and cocoa butter. People buy it because cocoa butter sounds like it would be moisturizing, and they buy it because it's pretty and because it smells like lavender. You need me?
The liquid's at 120, but the solid part's still at 100 and it's not all melted.
Okay. Can you stir it? Alcohol a spoon. Alright. Now I'm going to bring you down. There we go. So now we did that one. This one here is bar number 17. And we had the weirdest thing happen. This is pine tar and this is pine tar. It came out of the same can, but this one is lighter colored and this one is darker the way I'm expecting it to be. And I don't know what the difference is because this one and here is the same thing. Here's some more. This came out of the can that was lighter, and because we used 2 cans. Because it's a half a can went in this one, and then the other half went in this one. And then on here, half of the can went in this one, and the other half went in this one. And these are dark. Look at that. So, same thing. Pine tar soap is a utilitarian soap. I sell it by the tons because it works for people's rashy skin. And it don't have to be pretty. I don't have to make it pretty. But it's nice for it to be pretty, but I don't have to make it pretty. I don't have to make it foo-foo for people to buy it because they're not buying it because of what it looks like or smells like. They're buying it because of what it does. So this is bar 17. These are all bar 22. And we love this soap. It's for the itchies. But this one here has pine tar and tea tree in it. And men buy it for hunter soap. Also just because they like it. It's also really great for rashes and things too because it has pine tar in it and the tea tree. Okay, so now you see a soap that I got to make it a little bit pretty to help the sale. So here is one that I use, a crock pot of white soap and put the same essential oils in it, and a crock pot with the Mexican spice. Let me get that. I'm not seeing the last soap we made. There it is. I'll get it. And so anyway, so here is here's what the label actually looks like at Walmart. And yes. Oh, I love Hillary. She done put it out. Always get the ground. Never get the seeds. They are so hard as rocks. Oh, they're hard as rocks. So, but that's got the American and the English on it. So, this one is for people who are having a bad day. And it has essential oils in it that lift the spirits, and we don't do any of the flowery ones. This one is more of a minty, herby type smell. Yeah, mint and herb. And it is the most common and the most popular for people who are suffering from depression to use it along with their doctor's medication to help them have good days. Alright, so now this one here is brand spanking new, and I have got to order more Essential Depot molds because I run out now all the time. I don't have enough to do everything I'm doing at one setting. So let's get this one out. I want y'all to see this. I had fun with this one. We tried to melt resin. Did that work? No. No. Somebody said, I want to melt the resin and put it in my soap. And I thought, well, you know, that would be nifty. So I put the resin with just a little bit of oil because I thought that was necessary. And I put it in the microwave. And we just kept doing it. And it did seem like it was melting, but it was also burning at the same time. It just slowly but surely turned to ash, didn't it? Yep. Do we still have that or do we throw it away? All right. So here you go. So these poor old moles. I wanted to show you what I did. So we were gonna put, you know, resin in here, melted resin, and see what happened just for fun. But we couldn't because we couldn't get the resin to melt. And so I thought to myself, you know, look at the colors of this resin. It's black and it's sort of a light browny, goldeny color. So I took an ounce of chamomile flowers and I ground it up to where it was a powder with a few chunks, you know, and that gave me a nice golden appearance. And you can see that it looks all swirly in here because I put it in at the end and just sort of, you know, stirred it in. But I didn't just sit and work and work and work. I made sure I didn't have powder clumps, but I didn't, you know, just to the point that I don't see some spots that don't have some blended in it. So therefore it gives it this swirly look. And then I thought, well, now I need something that makes me think of the frankincense resin because we were having to come up with a colorant. And so I put poppy seeds in it. So I put 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds in this whole loaf. And I'll show you the poppy seeds. What's wonderful about poppy seeds is they feel like a little finger, tiny finger massage when you rub the bar directly on your skin. So I love these things in soap. You just have to be careful not to put them in and cause them to pop with the heat because they're seeds that can pop. So like popcorn, but in a way, and they don't blow up, but they will, outer shell will just sort of pop a little bit. And so I put them in when it was as low a temperature as possible. And I just love this. I think this is so cool. It's like, you know, chamomile, poppy seeds, and myrrh and frankincense soap. It's awesome. And it smells. I think it, what do you think? I mean, it's utilitarian. It's, yeah. It smells good. And so it has frankincense essential oil in it and myrrh resin. Don't put that right, sure. All right, so now let's get back to our coconut while we have the chance. No customers. Ah, hello. All right, let's see. Now, no, I've never made soap with mango butter. And when I looked at the mango butter, I said to myself, that's not all 100% mango. They're using some cheap grade oil and putting mango seeds in it, and they're crushing them. I don't think that mango oil comes from just the seed. So I think it's a blend of oils. I think it's like a tincture in a way. They crush the seeds up in another oil and possibly even put some of the mango fruit itself in there. And they let it steep, you know, or maybe they have a chemical process in which they use to extract. But it's not 100% mango oil. And I don't like to use a mango butter that is really made of something else. If it's, you know, with shea butter, that's 100% shea. But I don't think mango butter is, and if I'm wrong, I'm bad. But when these new butters first hit the market, I investigated them. And somebody, another soaper told me, or a distributor where they were selling it, told me that it was a blend. It was not just from mangoes. So I don't buy it. I don't buy what you call it, Sorbic 80 either. Never bought it in my life. Never had a drop of it in my shop because I always thought it was some chemical. But I have to give in for the bath bomb people because I don't want to make their tubs colored. And I'm having to use colorants too, and I'm not used to that either. So Kimberly's, she's going to be learning with you. We're going to have some fun together. So anyway, so that right there, that's the soap that we made yesterday. Woo! It was hard work, but we did it. Okay. I wanted to show you the coconut. So it comes in these things here. We gives it the bear hug. I'm going to pull it over here so you can see easier. All right. So the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out the tape. And so, step 1, de-tape. Alright. Step 2, find your tab. So that's your tab. Sorry about my fingernails, guys. I'm going to go wash them. Activated charcoal is insidious. It just gets everywhere and it hides in places. Alright, so you bust this out first. And then a strong person can just take that right there and start with it. But I can't do that. So I have to get it started with a knife. Okay. And even then, it still won't start for me. Sometimes these things, you can just pull like that and just go plow. But maybe I'm just not. Aha! I got it in the right spot. All right. Aha! Ta-da! So anyway, so you do that. Then the next step is you have to have one of these. You don't have to, but you'll love it that you do. And just put it in there and start lifting. It's just almost off. Aha! This one had an air pocket right here, and you can put your finger in it, but because of the air pocket, it actually had attached itself to this. You can see the shape of it, and you don't always see that. And that made it a little bit harder to get out than normal, just so you know. All right, so now a lot of people say that they're so tired of getting their coconut in a jug because you got to figure out how to get it out. This is how you do it. Now that was, that was not too much. I picked this up. I set it up here. I got it off. I'm 53. I can do it. You can do it. And then look, then they say, well then, how do I get this coconut out? Well, this is how you get your coconut out. Butcher knife. It's like this. No, that's a different movie. Okay, all right, so then you put this straight up and you make cuts. Is our TV dinners about ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. I got me a pot pie today. It's not nutritious, but it's lunch. Okay. All right. Look at her. She thought a pot pie was nutritious. It's got vegetables in it, she said. She don't eat many vegetables. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you've got to see this. It must have laid on its side. You got to see this. Hang on. I've never had this. Watch this. Gotta make sure you see it. Hang on. It's attached. Look at that. You can go all the way down in there. Let me see if I can get you. Look at that. I could put my whole arm in there. Goes on forever. Wow. Totally cool. Oh, you had one like that before? Uh-huh. All right. So now you make a couple of lines, and literally, it just moves in like hot butter. It's not hard at all. Do you find it hard to do the knife method? It just moves really easy through the coconut. All right. So then you put your knife in the opposite way and rock. And see, did you see that whole piece pop up? So that whole piece just popped up, and yep. And so when you push, then see, you got all kinds of glorious chunks. So you just tic-tac-toe it, and then rock your knife back and forth, and ta-da. All right, so I don't know if we can get the lid back on this thing. Normally, when we take it off, we're going to be doing 50 million thousand crop pots. So, hang on. All right. Now, that was our coconut. And here is our, we thought it was beef when it first come in, but I bought some of that 92 degrees coconut. And I think the reason it's 92 degrees is because they've robbed it of a lot of moisture. And I think that's what happens because this stuff is hard as a rock. All right, so see, here's the beef and the lard. They come in these 50-pound cubes. They're very easy to deal with. When we open them up, the piglet one has little pigs on the box, and the lard one, the beef one don't, and the quality is awesome. They buy their lard from Canada so that it's been better processed so that it doesn't smell like a pig. But if you put lard in your recipes and you put it in the crock pot to melt and you leave it and you wait till it, like it's already come to it's already melted, but you just let it stay in there, it'll start smelling like bacon. And then you ain't getting that out of your soap. One man, he went ahead and made his soap. He made it unscented, but I'm serious, it smelled just like bacon. Because he left it for, I think he said for hours. He put some oil, lard in the crock pot, and then he left by accident and he went shopping. And he come back and he said he'd been cooking for so long it smelled just like bacon, and so he just made bacon soap. And it did, it smelled just like bacon. All right, so Soaper's Choice is a wonderful place to buy certain soaping oils. I myself have bought argan from them. The only thing I don't like about their argan when Essential Depot is out is it is de-scented. I have their argan just like this, but it has been de-scented, and I am not fond of the fact that it has had something done to it to change it. I like things as unrefined as possible, and so I prefer buying it from Essential Depot. But Essential Depot, they don't have it except for in 4-ounce glass jars. And me, as a responsible soaper, I feel so horrible to throw away. It would take 9 of their to fill this jug, 9 of them, and I'm gonna have to throw 9 glass jars away when all I want to do is buy a plastic jug full of argan oil, but you can't do that there. So you've got to throw all that glass away, and that just eats at me. I really don't like doing it since they quit putting the argan in the big bottles. I feel really bad about that. And I did it for a while, but I've just got stacks and stacks of them built up, and I don't know what to do with them. I just don't have a purpose for them, and I feel bad about it. So I decided, well, you know, I'm going to go with the jugs. That's only one container that I have to dispose of, and I like that better. Anyway, so I'll show you another little thing we're doing since I got time. It seems if customers pop in, we've been busy all day, but it just got slack for a while. Oh, that looks good. What we had happen is we did a whole batch of body butter, but we tried a new technique that somebody told us about that they said was going to work, and it didn't. We were told that if you take shea butter, if you ever get those little crystallized balls in your body butter, that it was the shea butter that was doing it. And they said to bring the shea butter to a super hot heat, let it sit that hot. They told me how hot, I think it was 200 degrees, and leave it for 20 minutes, and then let it cool down, and then use it however you want to, and you won't get those little crystallized places. That don't work. It don't work. Because I did, to the best of my ability, exactly what he said, and I ended up with something that looks like, what do you call it? Pimento cheese. No, not pimento. Yeah, pimento cheese, but there's also something else that, anyway. And let me spread this out where you can see it. Literally, the crystallizement went haywire crazy. Okay? Oh, there's the doorbell. Literally went crazy. And the whole jar was just full of them. And you can they actually melt just like those little ones do that you sometimes get in there. But look at this. They melt. They're fine. They just don't like it. So I'm having to reheat and fix these. So I've got water down here in a double boiler, and then I've got a bowl sitting on top. And then I put my bowl with the oil on inside that bowl. And this is my attempt to make sure I don't get any water. So this bowl is exactly that size. And then it's an inner bowl inside because there's no water in body butter. So I have to be careful. All right, so we're going to heat that. We've got to keep it under 140 degrees at all time. But we're going to go ahead and put more preservative in it for safety's sake in case we've stretched its ability with the heat. And so we'll go from there. Hello, hello. How you doing? So I've got a customer, so I've got to go. But we have classes tonight, and a few people have been naughty and not filled out their form. Who are you? Which ones are you? Tiffany, did you fill out your form? Anyway, there's a few people that hadn't filled out their form yet, and I really need that way before 6 o'clock. Please, 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 please. If you're in tonight's class, Hillary has posted the form on the class page, and she sent it to you in email. And please, 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 if you can fill that out and turn that back into her, then she will correlate it into something that she'll send me, and then I'll have it right here when we do class. And I really do appreciate it if you could fill that out. And if anybody would like to join in with classes, you've got to do it quick. You go to www.soapykisses.com, and you can watch the video from yesterday, and then you can be a part of the live class tonight. And I think it's $30 for the class for the 2 days. And so you won't miss out on what we learned yesterday, because it's the video, the live video from where I was teaching yesterday's class is still inside the group. So you'll be able to see that one, and you'll be able to then be a part of the class. And if you ever miss a class, then you can always go back and watch. That's why we do that. And then this class actually extenuates, but this class will going to be about how to fix your lye for putting liquids and purees in your soap, how to do that. Yesterday, it was about how to make a recipe. So we're just moving along as we go. And then next classes is going to be on getting our additives and talking about additives and how to work with our additives and picking our scents and purees and if we're going to use goat's milk or beer or what we're going to use in our soap. Everybody's making their own recipe, and I'm helping them formulate that through this process. It's great for your newbies and your semi-newbies. If you've been doing this for years and years and years, you probably have come across most of what we teach. I don't know, but you never know. You might learn something. I always do when I watch YouTube videos. All right, so do please, please, please fill out your form, and I love you all, and I thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you for liking this video, commenting, say something nice, and sharing it on your Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you do social media. I would so appreciate it because I really want to matter. And it seems with YouTube, until you get to 100,000 subscribers, you just don't matter. So I need to matter. So I'm trying to work my way up to 100,000 subscribers. I currently have 65, which but I started like last year at 50. So I've been working hard. All right. So I'm going to go help this customer, and I love you, love you, love you. And I'll talk to you soon. And remember, soapykisses.com, and we're going to be doing CBD classes. I bought the stuff for that. Oh, you're going to